This is it? Okay. Wait, I don't want it to start with, we're going.
Oh, you can't edit that out? You can edit it.
Oh, I don't edit it all, man. I just upload it.
No, you can just trim. You just trim
We'll keep it in.
We'll keep the beginning of the clip.
So, hey guys, back with another head-to-head. Little bit about this head-to-head. It's special for a few reasons. You'll notice we're not in the normal locale. That's because I'm in process of moving, and my brother, Jack, also known as I Would Hurt a Fly on YouTube, great channel, go check it out. There will be a link in the description. Offered to let us do it here at his place. This head-to-head once again came about through conversations. It's the same brother from the previous head-to-head. Basically, we were talking about getting pizza at this hour of night, and the thing about getting pizza at this hour of night is your options are limited, and we were like, all the options are gross. To which we asked the question, but which option is the most gross?
The grossest.
The grossest pizza. To which we brought forth the challengers of Domino's and Pizza Hut. Now, I would like to say with Domino's and Pizza Hut, I wouldn't say that like these are inedible pizzas. We're not talking gas station pizza here. But, you know, of these two, I think general consensus probably like if someone says, hey, I'm ordering pizza, and someone brings one of these up, they go, why are we getting those? Like, and they throw out another option. So these are definitely the less desirables. They are the fast food of pizza.
Papa Murphy's was also open.
Oh, Papa Murphy's was open, but like, no. Just no. That would have been, it would have been too easy of a winner. So predictions on who's coming out ahead.
Say it
What
on
do
the
you
count
think?
of three.
On the count of three? Wait, so are we saying who's grosser or who's...
So it's who's tastes better.
Who's tastes better?
Who's grosser? No,
Who's
this
the
is all
grossest?
about who's the grossest.
Yeah, so the
So
grosser
it's,
pizza...
so it's 1, 2, 3, and then you say the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Domino's.
Domino's. Okay, so we're in agreement. We're in agreement, and... So why'd you go with Domino's?
Because it's the grossest.
It's
It's the easy winner.
Easy winner.
Easy winner.
So
I grew up eating pizza. You remember the Book It Club?
Yeah, the book club.
At Pizza Hut, you got a pin for reading your book, and then you go to Pizza Hut. They put a sticker on it and give you a personal pan pizza.
Yeah.
And I'd sit at the arcade, the Pac-Man arcade machine table in the Heber City Pizza Hut, and I'd play Pac-Man and eat my I pretended to play Pac-Man because I didn't have a quarter to put in the machine. And I'd eat my personal pan pizza at Pizza
So
Hut.
when I was growing up, because there's about a 10-year gap between us. They didn't have Pac-Man at the Pizza Hut anymore. They have one of those games where you drop the quarter in and it pushes other quarters down, and then they like all fall and you get the quarters. And me and my friends, we would go with 4 quarters, and what we'd do is we'd play the game until we had enough money to buy a pizza, because the book club didn't exist anymore. That was probably like high school for me. But well, Jack, why don't you tell us about these two pizzas?
So I thought my favorite flavor of like this style of pizza is sausage and pepperoni.
2 toppings.
So yeah, so we each ordered on the app, and we went with hand tossed crust, regular marinara sauce, regular amount of cheese. These are both large 2-topping pizzas. Worth noting, I ordered the Pizza Hut pizza, which was $7.99.
Yes, and I ordered the Domino's, and it was $5.99. So
Cheaper.
there is a price discrepancy here. That could be due to cheaper ingredients, maybe a supply chain thing. We're not here to talk about the business of it, but to know one pizza is more expensive than the other.
I think next we should look at size. The Pizza Hut box, the Pizza Hut box is a little bigger, which
Yeah.
made us nervous. But the kid at Domino's swore to us that this.
It is, in fact, a 14-inch. It was a large. Oh, shoot. So, looking right off the bat, they're pretty similar. I'd say the crust looks bigger on the Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah, maybe it's an optical illusion because of the box size. They do look pretty similar. And my actual initial thought that I'm having is actually that I think the Domino's looks more appetizing than the Pizza Hut.
It kind of does, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Which means it might actually have just fallen behind
Oh yeah, because we're looking for the grosser.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what makes the Domino's one look more appetizing. It's the sausage.
And the pizza, they sprinkled. I didn't explicitly order any kind of garlic crust.
That's probably just their house crust.
And they've sprinkled parsley on it. The Domino's looks
like it has a similar sprinkle.
Yeah,
Probably
there
some
might be
garlic,
some kind of
some
buttery
butter.
garlic, but okay.
Well, let's dive right in. Let's start with what we think is going to be grosser. The Domino's. Let's
Okay.
each grab a slice of Domino's.
So when I choose my pizza slice, I always go for the biggest one, especially in a group setting, because everyone else is going to do the same thing. And if you don't get the big piece, you're going to miss out. Okay.
You're right.
I got a piece with some sausage, pepperoni, cheese on it.
Okay, let's go for it. So here's my thoughts on the Domino's pizza. A few bites in. I haven't made it to the crust yet, but it's a pretty thin piece of pizza.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Yeah,
Because I like a thin, like Neapolitan crust,
or like a
Brooklyn
thin
style.
New York style pizza, but it's
This is like weak.
yeah,
It's like weak.
like there's no bite to it.
And it's kind of dry.
You don't really sink your teeth into a piece of Domino's pizza, you know?
It's kind of dry and like forgettably baked on the bottom. Kind of soft.
I mean,
It's pretty gross. But it's not bad.
it's not bad. It's not inedible.
It's just gross. But it's like you show up to a party like, I could eat this. No. It's not as gross as Papa Murphy's.
No. Papa Murphy's like my mom taught me if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I mean, so I'm not going to talk about Papa
But
Murphy's.
in this case, Papa Murphy's is a winner.
Yeah. It was so gross we didn't even buy it.
Man, what's the rating system? The ingredients? Ingredients are pretty good.
So we'll use Papa Murphy's for scale and say Papa Murphy's is like a 1.
Yeah.
A Papa Murphy's is like the worst pizza ever. May not be true. We haven't tried every single pizza. But for sake of this scale, we'll say it's a 1. And we'll put a 10 as like your hometown go grab pizza from
Yeah,
like your
like a
local
New
pizza
York slice.
local eatery that's like a good thing.
Or here in this style, it'd be like a Two Jacks pizza in Provo.
Yeah.
Greasy, cheesy, you pour it in your mouth.
Thick pizza.
Yeah.
So with that being the scale, I'm going to give Domino's like a 3.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like it's down there on the scale,
Yeah, I've paid for worse.
but like it's edible. You're gonna eat it.
I'd agree with that.
Okay, let's go Pizza Hut.
Maybe a 4.
You think a 4?
Yeah, it was all right. It's not bad. The Domino's isn't bad. I think the Domino's isn't bad. Like when I start to think of
Let me
threes,
tell you what gave me the 3 instead of the 4.
I could probably pick a 3, a 2, and a 1. Wait, Papa Murphy's is the one. So I could pick a 3 and a 2 that are worse in this town.
Okay. Okay. I'll accept it. We're gonna give the Domino's
Okay.
a 4. Let's.
You can still give it a 3. We just did the math.
Okay, so it's 3.5. It's an average.
Yeah, it's an average. 3.5.
Okay, 3.5 average.
All right, we figured it out.
Okay, let's.
Okay, I'm gonna choose this piece because it's the meatiest one, and I like meat. So I gotta be honest. When we walked into Pizza Hut, which one you want, Eddie?
I'm gonna come in from this.
I gotta be honest. When we walked into Pizza Hut and I saw this pizza being made, I was a little grossed out. It looked. You notice how light the crust is on this?
Yeah.
And I thought, is that done? Is that pizza done?
Well,
And the guy looked like a Chernobyl victim.
a little bit. The first thing I've noticed that's different is I picked this up and my sausage fell off. It's not quite baked into the cheese. The technique is clearly different from the Domino's pizza.
Just kind of piled on there. Pretty gross.
I was waiting for you to say something. Man, I think we have another surprise here.
I think this pizza might be worse at being good, but it's better at being. I think I need a few more.
Here's what I'm going to say. With the Domino's pizza, I took a bite and I thought, this isn't great. But I kept eating. This pizza, I took a couple bites and I wanted to stop.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not the pizza I want to be eating right now.
I'm getting to the crust though, and it's starting to give me that familiar Pizza Hut taste. Here's the thing about Pizza Hut, is it feels like normally they finish their bake and then they like dip the whole pizza in like butter or oil. And usually the bottom is really oily and kind of crispy.
Oh, yeah.
And you start to get that familiar Pizza Hut taste towards the end.
The crust is definitely better than the rest of the pizza.
I feel like this particular pizza is kind of underdone. But maybe it's the visual of it that's showing me. Should have done a blind taste test.
No, man. That's part of the head-to-head. It's just
You're right.
just going at it.
This tastes like Pizza Hut.
The crust does, definitely.
But this tastes like a not particularly good Pizza Hut pizza. But that's not what this is about. This is about these two pizzas in this town, and this is what they delivered to us.
Well, that's what we picked up. Man. So here's the thing. When I gave the Domino's a 3, and then you turned around and said, I could name a 3, I could name a 2. I gave it a 3 because I wasn't thinking I could name a 2. Like, I didn't know where the gap was between the Domino's and Papa Murphy's. But for me, this Pizza Hut pizza filled the gap. This Pizza Hut pizza was the 2 to me.
It does. It's like in the last minute we thought we knew what was going on, and then the Pizza Hut kind of starts to steal the show a little bit, starts to edge up. And I think Domino's was doing a victory lap, thinking, "Oh man, we nailed this thing." And then Pizza Hut just came in and screwed the whole thing over and nailed it way harder. I think we got a bad employee on the oven tonight.
In this moment, I'm calling it Pizza Hut is the grosser pizza.
I didn't want my bite.
Oh, you're doing a back-to-back bite.
Oh, this is pretty greasy. Man, it's so hard. It's so close. They're both so gross. They're both so gross.
It's decided for me, man. Pizza Hut is the grosser pizza. What do you think?
Man, I don't like the Domino's. But in this situation, there's something that keeps me coming back to
Here's
it.
the thing. It's not... Think of it this way. It's not a matter of is the Domino's good. It's a matter of is the Domino's better than the Pizza Hut. And I think the answer is an outstanding yes.
Some good ingredients on the Pizza Hut.
I actually thought the ingredients on the Pizza Hut weren't good.
Oh man.
I didn't enjoy the sausage.
What about the cheese?
I felt the cheese was buried underneath the ingredients.
I feel like there's way more cheese on the Pizza Hut.
I almost feel like that's its disadvantage.
But there's too much.
That there's like this solid layer of
Domino's
cheese
is more balanced.
that is preventing the meat juices from getting down into the dough.
Pizza Hut wins.
Pizza Hut's grosser.
It's grosser. Way grosser.
Man. Well, there you guys have it, man. Pizza Hut is officially grosser than Domino's. If you're thinking about ordering pizza tomorrow for Memorial Day, you know Pizza Hut is not the people you want to order from. Just a couple quick shout outs and thank yous. Want to say thank you to I Would Hurt a Fly for hosting tonight, letting us do this great video. I want to say thank you and shout out to my Final Fantasy XIV free company, the Shiva free company on the Leviathan servers. They've been incredibly supportive while I'm moving, and they're totally fine with me taking a few weeks away from events to take care of all that. And lastly, thanks to Pizza Hut and Domino's for being open at this hour.
Congratulations, Pizza Hut.
Congratulations, Pizza Hut. And that's been this head-to-head.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.